think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
Yeah, this already looks way better than what we saw before. If you remember the last time Fable gameplay popped up, people were not impressed. The combat looked weird, the movement looked stiff and janky, and honestly it just didn't look like Xbox's next big RPG. But this new developer showcase the other day made me feel a lot better. So today I'm not doing a hype video, I'm not trashing it either. I just want to go through what they actually showed, what clearly improved, and how this connects back to why people were worried about Fable in the first place, because this game had a long, weird road. So a quick recap, just so everyone's on the same page. The original Fable games were made by Lionhead Studios, that being Fable 1, 2, and 3. Had British humor, moral choices, charming but a little janky, especially the graphics. The moral choices would physically change how you looked, or should I say changed how you physically looked. But unfortunately, Lionhead was shut down in 2016 after Microsoft canceled Fable Legends, and the franchise basically went into a coma. If you remember Fable Legends, it was basically a Kinect game that Microsoft stuck on Lionhead, and, well, leave it to Microsoft to set up a studio for its own failure by forcing them to make a Kinect game and then shutting them down when they inevitably fail. Fast forward years later, Microsoft hands Fable to Playground Games, the studio known for Forza Horizon. That alone made people pretty nervous. A racing studio making a fantasy RPG. Okay, sure, I guess. And honestly, those concerns felt justified when we saw gameplay for the first time. Combat looked floaty, the animations didn't hit hard, it looked like one of those games that technically works but doesn't feel good in your hands. It just really looked like they were trying to copy God of War with the cutscenes and other games like Witcher or Dark Souls with the combat. So that's why this new showcase made me feel a lot better, because it directly addresses that, and we got a more clear picture as to what this game is. So combat already looks tighter. You can see clearer hit reactions, better timing between attacks, and smoother transitions between melee, magic, and range stuff. They've talked about being able to flow between weapons and spells instead of locking you into one playstyle. And visually, it finally looks like that's happening. It doesn't look like Dark Souls, it doesn't look like Arkham or Spider-Man. Maybe more like Witcher 3. It looks like modern Fable, which is exactly what it should be. I do want to talk about the wokeness that's in this game, because it is here and there's plenty of it, and it is unfortunate and it is truly heartbreaking, because I do have a rule where a game automatically loses 3 to 4 points if there is wokeness in the game. And I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of it here. There's a blacksmith. You've seen the blacksmith. Well, the blacksmith is Afro. This is not necessary. A blacksmith clearly has a certain look to them, and it will take you out of the immersion if it's Afro. Also, the homeless man that you evict is of course a white guy. Also, there's even a part in the showcase where you walk by a black woman and a white guy. The black woman, her description says something along the lines of she's a wise woman or a wise person or something like this. But the white person, their description says troublemaker. I'll say again, troublemaker. This is just to the point of ridiculous, and it's very sad, because even if this game is good, the wokeness in it will take you out of the immersion, and it's at a point now in the gaming industry that it just needs to stop. This forced wokeness, it's a cancer. It really is. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
And the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
Another thing that stood out, the world finally feels alive. To be completely honest, when I was watching this trailer, that's the first thing I thought is, wow, it actually looks real. I don't know a better way to say it. They've emphasized quality over quantity, fewer copy-pasted NPCs, more hand-built characters that react to what you do, with routines, personalities, homes, and relationships. And this is very on-brand for Fable. You can marry NPCs, interact with them long-term, and the world reacts to how you behave. That's the kind of stuff old Fable fans actually cared about. So what's different? Well, now, not everything from old Fable is coming back. One big example is your character's physical appearance changing dramatically based on good or evil choices. That's gone. I remember when I played this when I was a teenager, I would get big devil horns, or I would get an angel ring above my head based off of, well, you can guess. you can take a guess what you'll be based off of your choices, what'll give you the devil horns versus the angel wings. Instead, morality is more about reputation, NPCs' reactions, and consequences in the world. Some people will miss the glowing halo and demon horns. Others will prefer this being more grounded. Personally, I'm fine with it as long as choices still matter. And yeah, I'm definitely killing this guy. Let's be real for a second. Microsoft needs this game to be good. They've had too many games underperform or disappear. Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, Halo, Halo Wars, Crackdown 3, and hell, even Scalebound didn't see the light of day. You know, it's funny when I'm reading these games off. It's like, I've played every single one of these games. Sunset Overdrive was amazing. Quantum Break was amazing. Not so much Halo, but Halo Wars 2 was amazing. Crackdown 3 was fun. And, well, Scalebound didn't come out because the developers of that game were busy making Nier Automata. But these games were fun, and they still just underperformed. That's partly why I think Microsoft just is giving up. Anyway, that's probably why this showcase felt more confident. More gameplay, less mystery, less trust us. This finally feels like a game they're ready to stand behind. Playground Games is one of their premier studios, but I was honestly worried because I've only ever seen them make the same racing game over and over again off the backs of the Forza Motorsport team. So right now, Fable is targeted to release near the end of 2026. It's coming to the Xbox Series consoles, PC, and even the PlayStation 5. It'll also be on Game Pass day one. I wonder what drama will unfold from that. Anyway, after watching this showcase, I'm not saying this is a guaranteed hit, but I am saying this no longer looks like a problem game. 6 years of development had me worried. With Xbox's track record, that usually means it's in development hell, not baking in the oven to be a 10 out of 10 game. So I'm curious, did you guys watch this showcase and did it change your mind? Or are you still waiting to see more before buying into it? Anyway, that's the video for today. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, then like the video. I'll see you in the next one.
We call this idea, Your Choices Change the World.